Okay, so as you guys may know, roughly about 3 days ago, I did a killer tier list video here. It's got around 1.5k views. Thank you for that. Well, anyway, some of you have disagreed with my choices, some of you have agreed with my choices. Anyways, long story short, some of you guys have been telling me to do another killer tier list, but this time rating killers based on how fun they are to go against. So, yeah, this is what we're gonna be doing today. I hope you enjoy. Okay, so we're gonna go ahead and start with Trappy Boy here.
Nice.
Right, so this guy, I don't mind going against Trapper at all, to be honest. Like, I would say he's decent to play against. He's a pretty balanced killer. Next up, we got Wraith. I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy up here. He's super fun to go against. Every time I go against the Wraith, I'm always happy to go against him. It doesn't quite matter what add-ons he uses. He's just an all-around fun killer to go against, to be honest. Next up, we got Billy Boy. Yeah, I'm just gonna go ahead and put this guy up here as well. Like, Billy, he's hard to find. You don't really see that many Billies nowadays. But whenever you do see a Billy, you know you're gonna have so much fun playing against him. It's just, he's a Billy. Like, next up, we got Myers. Right. So, in my opinion, I don't mind going against him. Like, I actually quite like going against the Myers, believe it or not. I don't mind it. I would say he's a pretty balanced killer. I say he's between super fun to play against and decent to play against. Actually, I'm gonna put him in decent to play against. I'm gonna put him next to Trapper because he's fun to go against, but compared to Wraith and Billy, you would have more fun going against them than Mize, in my opinion. Next up, we got Hag. I don't mind going against Hag. Like, I quite enjoy going against Hag because, like, you're most likely gonna win against her. Like, the only way you can lose is if she has like a super solid build on Hag with good add-ons and you have bad teammates. I would say she's decent to play against, I guess. Next up, we got Doctor. Right. So this guy is a lot harder to rate. So if he's running Iridescent Queen build or Iridescent King build or just like an overall like impossible skill checks build, you're gonna hate going against them. You're gonna just hate going against them completely. However, if I had to rate him without builds, without adders, without nothing, I would say he's in mid. Next up, we got Huntress. Now, same concept goes to her, to be honest. Like, if you're going against Huntress with Iridescent Head, you're not gonna have fun. However, if we're saying without builds, without anything, I don't mind going against the Huntress. So I'm gonna put her up there with Hag. I'm gonna put that up there with Hag, Myers, and Trapper. Next up, we got Booba. Right. So before the anti-cheat mechanic, I will put him up there with Nurse. 100%. I hate going against this guy. He's just so annoying. But because there is an anti-cheat mechanic here, which is also kind of mid in my opinion, but because of that, he got a slight balance. So I'm gonna put him up there with Doctor. Next up, we got Freddy. Right. So I don't see many Freddys nowadays. He's like Hag. I don't see him that much at all. But if I had to play against him, I feel like I wouldn't mind. I like it's okay to go against the Freddy, to be honest. I wouldn't say he's annoying, definitely not. I wouldn't say he's mid. I would say, I guess, like he's up there decent to play against. Next up, we got Pig. Right. I don't mind going against the Pig. Especially if it's a pig that lets you poop the snoot. I quite love just pigs that let you poop the snoot, honestly. If I was to rate it based on that, definitely would be up here. I don't mind going against the Pig. Next up, we got Clown. Right, I honestly don't like going against this killer. He's just annoying to go against. I'm gonna put him in mid tier. Next up, we got Spirit. I don't like going against the Spirit that much. I honestly don't like going against it that much. I'm gonna put her next to Nurse. Next up, we got Legion. I don't like going against the Legion. He's just annoying to go against. Like, annoying, you have to mend every time he uses his powers. Like, why? So I'm gonna put him in mid here. I'm gonna put him in mid. Next up, we got the Plague.
Plagedy!
If she's going around getting her power all the time, she's gonna be annoying to go against. Because, like, she's gonna infect everything and you're gonna get broken status effect eventually, which leaves you injured for the whole game unless you cleanse. So if you cleanse, you're gonna give her power, which is broken. So I'm gonna definitely put her up there with Nursing Spirit. Next up, we got Ghosty Boy. Right, in my opinion, I don't mind going against the Ghostface. He's quite fun to play against, to be quite frankly honest. I'm gonna put this guy up here. Next up, we got Demo. Right, I quite like going against the Demo, to be quite frankly honest. He's just an overall fun killer to go against. I'm gonna put him like up here, super fun to play against. Next up, we got Oni. It realistically depends, because a good Oni, you're gonna be so annoyed to go against him. But a mid-tier Oni, you won't be as annoyed. So I'm gonna put him up there as mid. Next up, we got Slingy Boy. He's definitely between mid and decent to play against for me. I think even mid. I think he definitely probably in mid tier. Next up, we got Pyramid. He's just an overall average killer. So I would say he's a little bit between mid and annoying to play against. But he's not as annoying as like Nurse or something. So I will put him in mid. Next up, we got Bleed. He's a fun killer to go against, but I wouldn't say he's super fun. Definitely not super fun. So I'm gonna put him in mid as well.
Huh?
Next up, we got Twins. Next up, we got Trickster. Next up, we got Nemesis. I really don't mind going against the Nemesis that much. I'm gonna put him in decent to play against. I personally don't mind going against him at all. Next up, we got Pinhead.
The box. You opened it. I came.
Memes, meme-ish wise, I would say he's fun to go against. But, memes aside, I honestly don't mind going against him. Mainly because of the memes. But, on average, I would say he's mid to decent to play against, to be quite fair. I want to put him in mid because his chains are just annoying. Next up, we got Artist. Right. So, she's an annoying killer to face. Like, I'm just going to say it. She's quite annoying to go against. In my opinion, she's definitely between mid and annoying to play against. I'm going to put her up there with Nurse and everything. Next up, we got the Onryo. I have mixed thoughts about this killer. Because on one side, I don't mind going against her. But on another side, I hate going against her. So, on average, I'm going to put her in mid. Next up, we got Dredge. I personally don't mind going against the Dredge. However, when Nightfall comes, it's annoying because you can't see much against him. He's annoying to face, but I wouldn't say he's as annoying as some of the annoying killers that I got here. I'm gonna put him as mid as well. Next up, we got Whiskey Boy. To be honest, I see a lot of Whiskers nowadays. I don't mind going against him. I'd say he's decent to play against. Next up, we got Knight. Yeah, no comment on that. Next up, we got Skull Merchant. Next up, we got Singularity. I do think he does hover between decent to play against and mid. Because he's quite fun to go against him in certain areas. But on average wise, definitely mid. Next up, we got Shano. I quite enjoy going against him. I don't mind going against the Shano at all. definitely gonna put him as decent to play against. Next up, we got Chucky. Again, I have mixed thoughts about this guy. I personally sometimes enjoy going against him. I sometimes hate going against him. It really depends on multiple things. In my opinion, I think I'm gonna put this guy on mid. Cause sometimes you will have games where you're gonna enjoy going against him. Sometimes you're gonna have games where you're gonna hate going against him. So you're gonna have mixed thoughts about this guy, definitely. Next up, we got the Unknown. He can be extremely annoying to play against, but it really depends on certain factors, similar with Chucky here. So I'm gonna put him also in mid. Next up, and last but not least, we got Vecna. Personally, every time I go against Vecna, Vecna? What? I don't mind going against him. I'm gonna put him up there with decent to play against. Anyways, though that said, this is my tier list based on what killers are fun to go against, what killers are annoying to go against. I'd say it's pretty good. There are some killers that I might swap, but I would say this is an all-around decent list in my opinion. Some of you are gonna disagree with me, some of you are definitely gonna agree. It's just a mixed opinions, to be quite frankly honest. But anyways, though that said, I hope you enjoyed, and I will catch you guys in the next one. Have a good night, guys.